Hello, consciousness of the universe. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to shift parallel realities, how to jump from this parallel universe to another parallel universe where perhaps what you want is already happening in this very present moment. The first thing you must understand is that everything you can imagine about what could possibly be happening is a reality in another parallel universe. So whenever you imagine or you tune in to that possibility, to that reality, you are visiting that parallel universe. What you want and what you wish for is already here, right in front of you. You just have to tune in to that possibility. Like a radio tuner. You can't listen to what a certain channel is saying unless you tune into that frequency. Then you can begin to see the frequency is always there. It's like a parallel reality. It's always there in the present moment, but you're not tuned into it, so it's not in your sight. It's not, you can't hear it, you can't see, you can't experience it. Same thing with parallel universes. It's here, it's happening right now, but you can't see it, you can't hear it, and you can't experience it because you're not tuned in to that reality. So in this video, I'm going to give you three main tips on how to shift your parallel reality into the one that you want. The first tip is to visit that parallel reality. Begin by imagine it, and when you're imagining it, you are visiting it. You are getting in touch with yourself from that reality, and you are experiencing it in your head. It is not yet in the physical realm, but in your head you are already seeing what your other self from that reality is seeing. You're already feeling what yourself from that other reality is feeling. So that's how you visit. You get in touch with it, you try to feel it, you try to experience it in your head. Now when you practice visiting that parallel reality, you must be careful to not just imagine what you could have. Try to put your main focus in what you could feel. When you imagine your parallel reality, don't get upset at the fact that you are not experiencing it in the physical realm just yet, but be very grateful, very joyful that that is a possibility for you to experience that reality. It's totally possible for you. If you can imagine it, then you can achieve it. So when you tune in to that reality in your head, then you must be very careful to change your feelings into feelings of gratitude, joy, and happiness. For example, right now, you have $1 billion in your bank account. You really do. You check your bank account and you see $1 billion. They're yours. They're in your possession. How do you feel? How's your posture like? How's your thoughts like? Step number 2, how to change your vibrational frequency. When you shift realities, or when you go visit that parallel universe, you will feel something in your body if you do it correctly, and if you really get in it and you immerse yourself in that reality, you'll really feel something change in your physical body. When you imagine that you already have what you want, or you already are experiencing that life that you want to be experiencing, you'll feel a certain change in your body. You'll feel a different posture, different breathing pattern, different thoughts, different heart rate. Really focus on that and try to keep up with that different posture for as long as you can. This is simply your body adjusting to the new frequency. Your head has adjusted, your mind has adjusted, you're imagining that possibility, but your body still has to change. So when you start to imagine these things and you get that you really immerse yourself in that reality, your body will start to go along with it. It'll start to change frequency. This is why you feel different, you breathe different, your heart rate might change, your breathing patterns, your posture. Body posture is known to trigger mentality changes. If you stand up really straight for a whole hour, you'll start to have more thoughts of confidence and more thoughts of self-love. As if you were slouching for an hour straight, you'll maybe feel a little bit more timid or shy. So when you visit that parallel reality and you tune into the physical changes that happen to you, and you really try to maintain them as long as you can, this will trigger a mentality change. Even if you're not visualizing anymore, if you're in your day-to-day life, if you can keep the posture that you had when you were visualizing, or if you can keep the breathing pattern that you had when you were visualizing, you'll start to manifest that you'll start to trigger that mentality change. And as a domino effect, you'll begin to change many other things in your life. The way you talk to people will change, the way you think will change, your feelings will change. This is little by little changes will start to manifest that reality you tuned into earlier into your physical realm, your physical reality. The more often you do this, the more you do this, the stronger those brain connections will become, and the easier it'll be for you to feel the way that you would feel if you were experiencing what you want to experience. And if you can master that feeling, if you can master that attitude that you would have towards life, if you can master that character or that persona that you would have if you had what you wanted, then that's when the law of attraction starts to work into your life. You start to see things that you weren't seeing before. You start to realize that it had always been right in front of you, but you refused to see it because you had a limiting thought in your head. So once you change your posture, the more often you do it, the more often you think and visualize and imagine and visit that parallel reality, the easier it'll become and the more it'll be integrated into your day-to-day life. Another important thing to practice if you want to shift parallel realities is to be okay with change. Try to let go of who you think you are, let go of your past experiences, let go of who you think you have become because of what has happened to you. Let go of it completely. Forget about it completely. Move on and start your life from scratch. You have to be okay with changing completely. You have to be okay with letting go of that character you had built for yourself. You have to let go of all those thoughts that you had about yourself, those beliefs that you had about yourself. You have to start new from scratch, and you have to be okay with letting that stay in the past and not bringing it into the present moment. Let go of your identity. Be okay with not listening to the same music. Be okay with not eating the same foods. Be okay with standing differently. Be okay with breathing differently. Be okay with talking differently to people. Be okay with being a completely different person. Don't feel like you're faking it. Just be okay and accept the fact that this is who you are now. This is who you are now, and it's okay to change abruptly. No one's telling you that you have to keep being the person that you were yesterday. You have complete freedom to choose who you want to be today and from now on. Be okay with doing different activities in your day-to-day life. Be okay with liking different type of movies. Be okay with all of that type of change. This is all part of changing your frequency so that it can match the frequency that you want to tune into to experience the reality that you want to experience. Because all the activities and all the words we say and all the thoughts we have and all the music we listen to and all the food we eat, it all changes our frequency. It all makes us feel a certain way. A movie will make us feel a certain way. Music will make you feel a certain way. Those feelings are frequencies, and you're tuning in your body to that frequency. That will be the reality that you're going to experience. So that's why you have to be okay with letting go of your past self, acquiring a new personality, liking different music, liking different activities, so that you can change your frequency into another frequency that you know is going to attract into your life what you want to have. Remember that we have at our disposal all the abundance from the universe. We come from it. We are part of it. We are the consciousness of the universe. We get to choose what frequency we want to tune in. No one's telling us, and there's nothing stopping us from choosing what reality we want to experience. If you can really follow these steps, then I assure you that you will begin to see different things that you hadn't seen before, that had always been right in front of you, and you will begin to live the life that you wish you were living. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Go out to the world and love as much as you can. I will see you next week. Peace.